Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. My life update in 5 minutes or less. Let's get started and talk about it. Hey, since it's sensible living with Money Mom, I've got to start with the budget. So I'm going to start with my budget first. Number one, I know I said I was going to track all my spending. That lasted a few months, but to be totally frank with you, I got bored of doing it and I gave up on doing it. I'm no longer tracking everything. I know a lot of people do it, and it's probably a really good thing to do. It's just not something that I enjoy doing at this time. However, what I'm doing instead is two different things. Number one, mindful shopping. And I have been doing really well with that. I keep on a spreadsheet any what I call buyer's remorse. This is the good news. For the month of April, I have had absolutely no buyer's remorse. And I have been really good about just thinking about my purchases before buying them. And so recently I just went thrift store shopping. I didn't buy anything because there was nothing that I absolutely wanted. So the good news is that there's less and less things that I want or desire. And I'm putting a lot of thought into what my purchases are, which means many times I leave a lot of stuff at the store. The other thing is about my grocery budget. I am sticking to $500 or less for a family of three. Some people think that's a lot. Some people think, wow, that's not very much. The average family of three right now in 2023 across the board in the United States spends around $600 a month for groceries. I was kind of surprised. We spend $500 or less. Now, I did spend more of my money at the beginning of April for groceries, but I am not willing to spend over $500 a month. Number one, we can cook a lot of stuff, and we've got a lot of ingredients here, and I'm just not willing to go over that amount. So there's no reason for us to be spending more than $500, because if we are, that means that I'm eating a lot of convenience foods or that I'm wasting food. And I've got the time to be able to, for all three of us to be able to cook and bake and have plenty of food here where I don't need to be spending, over $500. So that's what I wanted to share with you about my grocery budget. I've been really good about sticking to that, and I'm not going to use excuses to go over that budget. So that's what's going on with that. My weight, it's April 24th today, and I'm back on track with my weight. I remember at the beginning of the month I weighed 233. And then for whatever reason, and this happens sometimes when I lose a chunk of weight, I'll go back and forth 2 pounds, like 233 to 234. Then I might be 235. Then I might be 233 again. And it just kind of goes back and forth. Well, the good news is that I kind of changed things up, which is always good to do. I'm not eating after 5 right now. And I got down to 232, which is really positive. So another pound. So I've only lost 1 pound in April, but at least I think I'm back on the losing track again. I'm not losing as quickly as I did in 2019, but I am not giving up. I'm still a member of TOPS, and this is something that is a commitment for the rest of my life. Even if it takes me longer, it's going to be something I'm doing meal by meal for the rest of my life. So that's what's going on with that. Now on to movies and books. Saw 2 good movies. One, The Whale by Brendan Fraser. Really thought it was good. Both my daughter and I enjoyed it. Another movie I really liked, which is almost embarrassing for me to share, but it was really entertaining, and I want you to think about this. It was Megan, and it was about that robot doll. Basically, you know who Chucky is. Kind of like Chucky gets an upgrade, an AI robot. And obviously this robot turns out to be not so nice. Well, this is a scary thing. With all this AI technology and robots doing things like medical procedures, if you have the wrong person programming the robot, that robot may do some crazy things. And it is not out of the realm of possibilities. But it was a really funny film. I thought it was interesting. I enjoy being entertained. I did see one movie recently that, won all these awards, but I think I need to be entertained a little. It was Women Talking, and I just did not enjoy it that much because it was just women talking. And so, would I want to listen to 2 hours of me talking? Probably not. Okay, the other thing is I read a great book called The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. It's a really good book. The ending was shocking. If you like suspense, you've got to read The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. I highly recommend it. It kept my interest it's a page turner and kept my interest all the way through. Okay, another thing is my sleeping schedule is going fantastic. I'm really thrilled with it. I'm getting up before 8. I have plenty of time to read and relax and ease into the day. I absolutely love it. And last but not least, I am going back to working on keeping most of my videos 5 minutes or less. I think it's something that I'm able to do, and I notice I've been getting out of the habit of doing that, and I enjoy doing that because I think I can go from point to point to point without belaboring points and giving lots of examples. So that's what I plan on doing, is going back to my original format of most of my videos as 5 minutes or less. That's my update, hopefully in 5 minutes or less. That's all I have to say. How is everyone doing today? I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye.